first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Lance going to put it up right away. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25 on second down, Lance. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
The Lance going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Here's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Extra point forthcoming. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Lance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Lance.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and
Throwing now is Lance.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Mitchell.
will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, Clifton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A nice little juke. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Well, this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And Lance again going to keep it. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Lance looking to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. 20 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complimentary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Clifton completes it to Fant on the right side. Coming up, we are looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Seahawks at 4-3, a game over 500. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Clifton. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Clifton. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Clifton. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifton. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he gets it down to the 32. Throwing on 1st down. Clifton. That's complete to... And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 44-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Right back to Mitchell here. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun now for Lance. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Clifton. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Clifton over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton, throw left side, complete. That's Tucker.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Walker diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Out for the PAT, here's McGinnis.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up. and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. From the gun on third down, Lance. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lance. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. And Lance now to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On 1st and 10, Clifton setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Clifton. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And they've got a good chance of getting points out of this. They start in the red zone on 1st down. Lance now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And the pressure gets to him again.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Clifton out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. From the gun, it's Walker. And he powers his way up past the 30. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his tight end fan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Clifton. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Clifton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
Throwing on first down. Clifton. This complete to Lockett.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Able to slither by.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They'll let go to him in the slot. Catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Looking to throw. Clifton.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Austin McGinnis out for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
Flush to his right.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
The Lance going to throw. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
There's still time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Lance to throw it. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
To throw on 2nd down.
Clifton repeated the last play, finding Walker.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Clifton.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance.
Now he's forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I know I'm going to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
On the counter, Mitchell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Now a hit and a loose football. And now headed the other way. They're across midfield.
Recovered by the receiving team.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. On 1st and 10, Clifton. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton. Trying to and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lance. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On 1st down, Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
a gain of 7.
To throw again on second down. Lance. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a play fake. Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, Lance. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Clifton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Clifton. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Clifton's pass complete to Disley. It's a gain of 6.
Well, we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Clifton. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw on 2nd down. Clifton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
First down, here's Mitchell. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Throwing on first down is Lance. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Lance looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lance. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Lance back to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now Lance. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. "70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down. Clifton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
So Lance and the Niners
down 23-20, 47 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. What a game we were treated to in this one.